where things change.
And it was awesome to see him. And then he asked me, like, where I was going, and I said, oh, yeah, I gotta go to LA tomorrow. He goes, oh, me too. So I get there the next day, and I don't know what possessed me, but I actually picked up my phone, and
She sat there the whole entire time, and I really liked that. We just started spending more and more time together. Skype sessions, I would try to come out of the shower strategically. We would push up before that Skype session. And I felt like I was in high school again.
you see him in his music videos, he knows the way I should be treated the night when we fall deeper and deeper in love with him every day.
I'm from the 305, Miami, Florida. Huge Haitian family. I'm the youngest of three. I have one brother and one sister. And my family has always been very supportive of me. I don't get home too often.
It's Jake. For us, he's not this star, he's just Jake.
My name's Jay. I love my family and I love my daddy.
So Jay, it's good to have you home with us, man. You know, it's been a while.
You don't know I'm happy here.
Working. I need that. It's awesome to come home and receive the family love.
Everything you did was either dancing or singing.
I started writing at 8 years old. My first song was called Fresh on You. It was like 24/7 days of the week. My mind is on you and fresh on you. I got a crush on you. The inspiration for that particular song was this girl in my class. I intended on singing her this song, but
Jason had this gift.
into music, but I also had a passion for basketball. When I was 13, I met Frank, who lived. I was a freshman in high school. I didn't make the basketball team my 9th grade year. But then, Frank, came out here and he was helping me out with my game. I actually met him on the court. Either one of us could have ever imagined from just the difference of meeting on the basketball court. It's really unbelievable. I set up a few meetings through friends at a couple of record labels. He was 14. He made up some dance routine. They all said no, but it was just few that I continued to see. Every talent show, any competition, any school play, it was just intensive performing all the time. So I slept a lot in play. I wanted to be the consummate performer. Being hard work on a totally different level. I remember going to auditions every day. Towards the end of my second year, I actually landed Rent on the record, day and night. And when he would get a record that he felt was strong, we would go out and push it to the DJs, go out to the clubs. I was hustling. My cousins would literally max out their cards so they could get a bottle for $600. Knowing we can't pay it for a bottle. We were trying to do any and everything. Here, this is something new, this is something fresh. Yeah, I'm black, but this is me. So many doors shut in my face. And so what happened was he became a great songwriter that made Lose the Hype, and J.R. Roden recognized me
For his style and his voice and his songwriting, and thought, okay, there's definitely something here. The thing that impressed me about him when we first saw him,
in turn, his life will take me on. But my first thing was to become the biggest song in the world.
Dream was gonna come true. It was
a happy moment.
very happy moment.
My goals are reached, I make bigger goals. That's how I've been my whole life. In January of 2012, I was preparing for my world tour, and I think my work ethic, man, every day just dancing, rehearsing.
I knew that he had been practicing. I've never seen somebody work as hard as he was.
5, 6, 7, 8, 2, every day.
6th place. Jason said he was going to be about 2 hours, and I was sitting in the car. A mother's premonition. I kept looking back.
Very safe community. It's a little haunted, but this is the place, where I could have had my last breath. Back to back to back. I was getting a little tired. During one of my back tucks, I guess I flipped a little bit. And in the air, I get a little flashback of the exact moment. All of my weight being on top of it and going straight to the floor. Just not. It was just like a burning sensation throughout my whole body. What was to come? Like, will I be able to move my legs?
I see him on a table, right, in a neck brace with his whole body immobilized about his life.
The doctor comes back and he's like, not good news.
Injuries to the cervical spine up in this region around the C2 vertebra can cause things like weakness, paralysis, inability to breathe without a ventilator. If the trauma was a little...
No, oh my God! I almost lost my child over a flip.
Breaking my neck. Spent the first half of 2012 in recovery. It was the hardest time of my life, but I felt blessed at the same time because it could have been a lot worse. I was spending time with the people that I love most. Definitely a humbling experience. Simple things like being able to take a shower, tie my own shoes, and just helping me out. It brought my family closer and it brought Jordan and I closer.
This is a CT of the cervical. Adequately healed, the back of the spine can separate completely from the front of the spine. Nothing would be holding them together. So for about 3 months, we had strict use of a collar.
Which was as painful as can be, but still, I'll continue to go to the gym to help recover back. If my neck wasn't as strong, if my body wasn't as strong, I mean, who knows what could have happened. Could have got a 45 on my back.
We knew that he was going to get back 100% of himself because he was really hungry to go out there and do what he does best.
With this, it's called Undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Derulo.
Breaking my neck couldn't defeat me. Thoughts of depression or slowing my career down, that would defeat me. I'm still undefeated. That's what this whole thing means to me. I didn't have the accident. Jordan was instrumental in getting me through this whole thing, and she was there in my darkest moments.
Water's coming. Summertime, and living is easy. Did not let go, no matter what. We're gonna make it work. I love you.
Being the mother of my kids and us living 105 more years together.
We talk about marriage, but we're just really enjoying each other right now.